It's been quite a while since the Chucky show was cancelled, and all we know is they're meant to be going back to movies, but we have no idea what's actually going on at any time. I mean, the safest guess is that no production has started outside of maybe writing, which I'd definitely say is the safest guess. Otherwise, we'd be seeing stuff like audition leaks, job postings for background actors, and all the main actors would be posting pics from set. At the moment, they're all nostalgic and are posting old pictures. But yeah, normally when Chucky production is in swing, we know a lot. But I feel like something's coming, even if it's just the announcement of filming starting or something. Because while Chucky is no stranger to collabs, it feels like he's pulling them out of nowhere. It's almost like he's splitting his soul. Chucky did receive his Dead by Daylight collab around a year and a half ago, which is arguably the biggest one he's had in recent times, but that was being used to promote the third season of the show. Currently, Chucky just has heaps of merch popping up everywhere, and a lot of them are collabs, which is weird for a franchise that currently is dead. So, happy Chucky-mas. All within this year, Chucky has received a Squishmallow, is getting a calendar, he was added to Call of Duty, received quite a few pieces of U2's merchandise, and got a blind box collection by the company who makes Labubus. And then there's just all the regular merch you'd usually receive anyway, like Halloween decorations and costumes. Probably just not as much as you'd normally see, but you know, the rights to the Chucky merchandise changed a couple of years back. So while they are probably just trying to get merch out for Halloween, I am on copium and hoping they announce something soon. Even today, I'm just trying to edit the video and out of nowhere a new collab is announced. Chucky is getting an Uno deck. Probably the most boring thing he's done yet, because it's really just an Uno deck with Chucky pictures on it. Like, they're making so many different versions of Uno with different rules. They could have done different rules for Chucky. But no, let's just do a regular deck with pictures of the characters on it. Like, no one's buying this unless they're a diehard Chucky fan. Or unless they're already looking for an Uno deck and are like, ooh, this one's a bit cute. Even then, I don't know if that would work, because while Chucky's iconic, you probably want stuff that he works on. Like, who the hell is buying Uno cards with Chucky on them? Like, when they do characters like Spider-Man, I kinda get it, because little kids are going to scream until they get it. But unless parents were letting their kids watch Chucky and they became obsessed, I can't see many people going crazy over an Uno deck. It does mention an amulet card where you can turn any card into whatever you want, but I get the feeling that's like the card where you can write whatever rule you want. I don't know, one unique rule that doesn't even really say exactly how it works isn't much of a draw in my eyes. It says you can make any card into any card you want, so I'm guessing you could probably make a 2 into a +4 or something, but I don't know how it works. Now, I know so far it's all rather been so-so on what I've mentioned and doesn't really show anything. I mean, maybe there's just Chucky fever. Well, there's one collab I've been ignoring and I've saved the best to last. It's the 2025 Fanta Halloween collab, which features many iconic slashers. Each represents a pre-existing flavor, all except for one. Freddy Fazbear gets orange and the no sugar variant, Megan gets grape and pineapple, the Grabber gets raspberry, Michael Myers gets lemon, and you guessed it, Chucky gets Chucky's Punch, the original flavor. Now, everyone in this collab seems to have just gotten a sequel or had a sequel approaching at the time of the announcement, all except for Michael and Chucky. Now, Michael has actually received so little love in this collab that it almost is questionable why they added him in the first place. He's not even getting cans in some countries, and he wasn't featured in the big commercial, which makes sense. The only stuff coming up is fan projects, but like, why did they include him in the first place? But on the other hand, Chucky is the second most prominent character in the commercial, just behind Freddy. But he also got the original flavor. I don't know, it seems like they're pouring a lot of faith into a character who doesn't have a lot going on right now. Like, he's nearly the face of this collab, outside of Freddy, because this is obviously all for FNAF 2. It is promoting the other movies, but it's clear what they want to promote. I mean, they thought Megan was a Superman level character, why not have her at the helm? I honestly can't believe they didn't even try to push her as hard. Like, her first movie did okay, and she clearly was a popular character. Unless the collab was being organised after the movie came out, which I feel like feels unlikely, because they'd have to plan that ahead of time. I mean, maybe they had enough time to change who was the most prominent one. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all clearly Five Nights at Freddy's themed, down to contests and everything. Everything feels built around it. but then the main draw seems to be Chucky, which I find to be weird. I feel like they should have just focused on one IP, like last year with the Beetlejuice collab. Do the same thing, but put FNAF characters on all the cans instead of random horror slashers. So like, do the chicken on the yellow flavors, the cupcake on grape, and then if they were still doing the Chucky's Punch flavor, they could easily swap it out for the Fox and call it like Fox Punch. But yeah, the prominence of Chucky makes me hopeful we're close to something, based off what the actors are saying. They really missed the show and would like an opportunity to return, whether it be for the movie or a revival of the show. But again, it's probably just prepping for Halloween and marketability. But yeah, at the end of the day, Chucky is probably only being included in so many random collabs because he's marketable, and they have so much less merch since the Switch. Some merch did seem to carry over to the new owners, but so much is missing. I don't know if it was limited stock, or if it was just the expensive items like the full-blown dolls, or if certain items are just still owned by the old owners and they aren't allowed to produce or sell any more of it. But they definitely want more merch to push out, and attaching yourself to popular names like Labubu and Squishmallow, things that children are probably gonna buy, is going to send you crazy. I mean, I know the blind boxes have been going kinda crazy, but only because fans of Chucky are buying like whole boxes of 24 to try and get the whole set in one swoop. I don't know how popular they've been outside of that, but surely they're turning some sort of profit. I'm praying like hell there's some sort of announcement soon though. I'm dying for more Chucky. After 3 years of getting like 7 hours of content in a row, and then a year and a half later having nothing, is absolutely diabolical. But yeah, we've reached the end again, so I'll see you next time.